How is it going? Welcome back, or just flat out welcome. So, this is going to be my review of the Helion Avenge 10MT XB, brushed version. I bought the truck. Sorry, I'm trying to be a little quiet. Everybody's asleep. The only time I really get to do something like this. But I bought this truck about three weeks ago, I want to say, and I want to say it's about a good enough time to give my beginner's input on this particular truck. I'm gonna say a lot, so deal with it if you don't like it. But as you see, this is not exactly a brushed setup. Yeah, that's because we had problems. First 4 days, I went through two brushed motors on a common sense 2S 35C 5200 milliamp LiPo. That could have come down to me and my length of time on runs, so that could be my fault. Not sure, but anyways, I went through two. After the second one, I spent the $100 and I went with the Easy Run Max 10 with a 3300 kV motor, or the 3652, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call it. That's the combo kit for $101. I went with that, and so that's been good. Excuse me. When I bought that, let's see, which one is it? No, it's the bottom one. When I bought that, I bought the 12 tooth for this truck. 12 tooth 32 pitch from Traxxas. And you obviously can't see it, but it'll sit right under there. And I'm not going to unscrew that, but yeah, it'll sit right under there. And if anybody does get this truck, because I want you to know, I paid $150 for this truck. $150 for the brushed version. Plus, I paid $100 for a really good brushless setup. So far I'm $250. Well, let's see. 258, 257. And so the other day before yesterday, I was out doing backflips, trying to practice on my backflips, and I come down and I landed on this tire really good, like real hard, and so it bent the wheel a little bit. This tire here, sorry. And it bent the wheel up a little bit, so, because these shocks really aren't that great, that's my next thing to do, is get better shocks, or at least read. I think I'm gonna get better ones and get some better fluid in there. If anybody sees this video, do give me tips and stuff. I'm not a pro or anything. Only thing I've ever played with people is way back in the day when I was growing up. I want to say probably 1990, 1991. My grandpa probably had a Tamiya buggy. It was purple and silver, and it was nickel metal. We had to hook it up to the car battery to charge it, like his little truck battery. We had to hook it up to his actual truck battery to charge it. So, like, any pointers, do feel free to throw them at me. I ain't, I'm not a pro. Like I said, This is just my opinion of what I've encountered with this truck. I don't know if anybody's going to get this truck, but at first when I picked it up, right after I picked it up, I read that the company went under, no longer making parts, and so I kind of got a little discouraged about that. So, so far it's been okay. It's been an okay ride. I see you see this $12 one sitting right here. Let's pull this up and see what this is. So, back to this tire up here and what I did. This truck has the same telescoping drive shafts all the way around, front and rear. It's even got that Traxxas fixed upper arm. So, yeah, that's fine. Fine and dandy. Don't bother me. So, what I did is I bent this. And I was looking online and I couldn't find anything. The only thing I was finding was metal. And, I'm a noob, so a lot of people would think, go metal, but I don't want to permanently bend anything. And as you can see, this is plastic. That's bent. That's bent. So, metal's going to bend also. And I just don't want that to happen right off the bat. I don't want to dump that kind of money so fast. So what I did is I scoured the internet. I couldn't find anything until I come across the eBay listing that was a suggested for. Oh damn, I tore it off. Anyways, this part number right here is for a Traxxas Rustler 4x4 stadium truck. The new Rustler, the Rustler 4x4, just the brush version. So that is a front drive shaft for a brushed Rustler 4x4, and excuse me, and it fit perfectly into there. I couldn't have asked for a better fit. And here's the back. Like, this is the part that goes, this piece right here connects to there's a little set right there. But it goes in and it connects to your differential here. So what I just slid it on there, and everything went perfect, went fine. And let's see, only difference I see really is it's just a millimeter or two longer. But I'm not real certain. To me, that's not going to be a problem for me. So, I mean, that's factory right there. I don't see that being a problem. So, if anybody has this truck and you are worried about parts, feel free to subscribe to me. As I break stuff, I'm going to let people know just in case there is some of these trucks out there. I'm slowly learning that this truck is heavily centered around Traxxas. I know this video is going long and it's kind of boring and everything, but it's a Traxxas. It's just a Traxxas clone that's in a monster truck. Like, I'd dare to call it a Stampede clone. I don't really know anything about a Stampede, but so far all the parts I've bought for it have been Traxxas parts. No Helion parts. But I broke the rear bumper part back here for the the wheelie bar. So yeah, whatever. But there's the tub. Don't worry about that. Good looking truck. Good running truck. Here's the body. It is scratched. Oh. It is scratched. It is broke. But it's a fun truck. I cannot stress that enough. This is a fun truck. And so we'll go up the wall here. This is my little corner starting out. RC car, got my lights sitting down on it. Going up, got my motor kit sitting there. Then we got my shelf with my charger, my LiPo, the nickel metal pack that came with it, the old ESC, the 40 amp brushed, the wheelie bar, radio, got the Connexus toolkit. So you know, I'm ready to go. I'm geared up and ready. So if anybody's got any suggestions, any tips, any stuff like that, you know, I'm always willing to learn stuff. So you know, if there's a no, I already know, don't worry about this. I'm not a very good solderer, so I did the electrical tape because the little initial cap wouldn't go over it, so I had to cut the cap off because it was annoying. But I'm gonna go get that taken care of, have somebody good solder that for me. But truck's fine, man. Truck's so good. I don't know exactly how fast it goes, but I do know that my speed limit out here is 30 and I'm outrunning people, so so I mean it's a good truck. I'm really liking it. Thank you for watching my videos. Once again, I apologize for being quiet. If you've made it this far, you're a trooper. Thank you so much. Subscribe to me. I'll return the favor. Have a good evening, good day, good weekend, whatever. Have a good one. Hope y'all come back.